What up peeps, I'm Mr. Teacups, and today I'm doing a Call of Duty commentary because there is an upcoming patch. It is coming out tomorrow for the PS3 about 5 PM English time, and it's coming out sometime this weekend for the Xbox. They didn't give a specific date or time, but at least it's coming out this weekend, and it is a big patch. I think it is actually their biggest patch so far, so there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to go over some of the stuff in this commentary, but straight away the gameplay in the background is a game of Hardpoint, I do believe. I'm using the MP7 as always. I think it's silencer and fast mags. I'm not sure about that. I'm using my exact same perks from any other video, and we end up losing this game. I'm just kill whoring this whole game. I don't know why. I thought my team would be capable of capturing the hard point, but we didn't hold it long enough. The other team just continually ran after it. They were guaranteed to win it. They just didn't give up. So what you gonna do? So let's start off talking about some of the changes to this game, and there's a lot of them. I'm probably going to put a link in the description to an article I found with most of the patch notes there. So yeah, you can have a little bit of a read along. So the first thing I noticed that made me really happy in the pants is that there's a hardcore kill confirmed playlist being added. I am so happy about that because I'm a hardcore player. I absolutely love kill confirmed as well, and the two just go together. It's just amazing that that's coming along. I'm glad to see hardcore receiving more modes, because there isn't, you know, just the standard free-for-all team deathmatch. I fucking hate Search and Destroy. That's in there, and I think that's it really in the playlist at the moment. But now kill confirm's going there. I hope him for a domination playlist, because that shit would be fucked up. Imagine playing hardcore domination. Jesus Christ, there'd be betrayals everywhere, but it would be a lot of fun. So that aside, there's also been a patch of the Black Hat. As people know, the Black Hat has been very annoying because they've been able to hack the care package twice as fast as the person who could call it in could capture it. So that's being patched, and there's loads of little tweaks out there that you probably won't notice or generally won't care about, but they're there, and they're hopefully going to improve this game. But from what I read, I didn't notice I noticed that there wasn't really much talk about the lag at the moment. It's probably because that's such a huge issue. That's going to probably take a long while for that to be sorted out. So yeah, that's probably ongoing. But here's hoping maybe in the next patch they may address it. But in this patch, the major thing is the guns, and that's what people want to know about. What guns are getting nerfed, what guns are getting boosted. So let's start talking about the assault rifle. So straight away, all the assault rifles have had their idle sway reduced at long range. So that's good. It's now going to be easier to aim at long range with assault rifles. The XM8 has had reduced lethal range of 3-hit kills. I think that's been dropped by about 5 times, so that's kind of annoying, but I don't really use the XM8 anyway. I feel it's outclassed by the FAL or the SWAT, and that gets me on to talking about the XM8, the FAL and the SWAT, which all use, if you're using select fire, they've all had increased recoil. I don't really agree about that, because whenever I use a SWAT with select fire, I think it's absolutely shit. I think it has too much recoil, but they're adding more to it, so I'm never going to be using that again. And the MTAR has also had its auto aim values changed to be consistent with the other assault rifles. That's something you're probably not going to notice, but generally it means the MTAR is going to be probably better. I still feel the MTAR is one of the best assault rifles out there. It's pretty decent, and with the sway reduced at long range, that's going to be beasting it. But now let's get to talking about everyone's favourite weapon, the SMGs, because they are so fucking powerful in this game. All of them are receiving increased hipfire recoil, and they're all receiving increased hipfire spread. So yeah, that's really going to affect a lot of players, because they are hugely deadly when hip firing. They are fucking unreal. Like, if you go around the corner just hip firing, you're going to kill like everyone in that room. So thank God that's going to nerf them a little bit. And they've also all received reduced bullet penetration, which I kind of don't agree with, because if you use FMJ with a SMG, it's pretty powerful, but it's still not that powerful. And if you don't use FMJ with it, I feel it takes a long time to kill someone, and I don't know why they've reduced that. Probably because the base damage rate of all assault rifles are amazing anyway. They feel they had to knock off one area of the gun so people wouldn't complain about it. Because if they reduced, say, the base rate of all the assault rifles by, I don't know what values they have, but say if they reduced all of them by something not so significant, but it could be noticed, people would probably start bitching, and they'd probably start using some other guns. But yeah, they've been all reduced, and now 2 guns have had their recoil increased, the MSMC and the PDW 57. I do agree with that because they are fucking powerful. I feel the MSMC definitely needed it because it's the most powerful SMG. It's basically assault rifle status. It's amazing. That's why a lot of people use it. It's absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. But the PDW is not my favorite SMG. I don't really like it. I feel the Vector is a lot better than it. And the Vector, I feel the Vector definitely needed increased recoil because I feel I'm an absolute beast with that gun. But whenever I use the PDW, I'm absolutely shit. So that is it for the SMGs. I'm kind of surprised. I thought they would maybe decrease the base value of the damage, but they didn't. So what you gonna do? So now let's talk about the sniper rifles. And all sniper rifles have had increased hip fire spread, and all sniper rifles which are using a laser sight have had increased hip fire spread as well. And I don't really agree with that because I can't no scope for shit in this game. I feel the spread is too large anyway, and now they're making it bigger. I feel I'm not even going to be bothering to try hit like no scoping at all. I'm just going to be aiming in all the time. And I feel now they've made the laser sight useless. I think I'll be using variable zoom all the time over laser sight now. It probably won't even get used at all, and I don't agree with that. And now the XPR50 has had increased recoil, and I don't know why. It's a good sniper rifle, don't get me wrong, but I feel it's outclassed by a load of the other ones. I think maybe it should have had reduced recoil, but oh well. And now to the only shotgun that's had its stats changed. The R870 has had reduced one hit kill range by 45 inches, and that's not a lot really. That's not that far, but at least it's getting reduced a little bit because I feel it is a bit too overpowerful. Like the shotguns in this game are beast, and that is my favourite shotgun anyway. It's getting a little bit of a nerf. You probably won't notice it anyway, so yeah. And now the only other things that got changed weapon wise are the pistols. The B2R, the B23R and the KAP40 they've had their headshot multipliers reduced, and I'm kind of glad about that because pistols are very powerful in the game. Like that 3-bullet pistol, oh my god, that's freaking unreal. That shit is sometimes on the standard of submachine gun level. It is amazing. I've seen people like absolutely dominate games just using that 3-bullet gun. But yeah, that's it for all the guns in the game. Some things in there surprised me, some things in there didn't surprise me. Overall, I think it will help the game a little bit. It's kind of made the playing fields a bit more even. I feel they've absolutely ruined the sniper rifles a little bit. They've made them even worse. Because my opinion is, I don't like the sniper rifles in this game. I feel they zoom into. I feel the zoom in time is too slow for all of them, and sometimes the damage level is a bit too like shit for them, especially with the ballista, because you definitely have to hit a headshot or a upper body to get a one-hit kill there. But what you gonna do? But yeah, that's it for the guns. Let's talk about the equipment, because bouncing betties have had an increased grace period. By that they mean the trigger and activation has been longed out by about 200 milliseconds, so that's not much of a difference, but at least you've got 200 more milliseconds to get out of the way of one of those raining deaths. That's kind of cool that they're getting a bit of a nerf. I'd like to see how they play out now. The sensor grenade has had its range increased. I don't really use the sensor grenade, but if you used it, you're probably happy in the pants as well. And the last thing in the equipment to get a bit of a nerf is the concussion grenade. It's had its movement penalty and turn speed penalty decreased. So I'm actually really happy about that, because the concussion grenade and the flashbang are hugely powerful in Call of Duty, because they usually just guarantee a kill. Like if you go around the corner and throw a concussion grenade, you've got that kill. I'm using them in this gameplay, I think. I don't think I actually use them that effectively in this game, but I use them to get out of sticky situations, and they are just really powerful. I'm glad the concussion grenade is receiving a little bit of a nerf. I kind of wish maybe the flashbang received a little bit of nerf as well. I feel it lasts way too long. But maybe next time they might do that. But I'm really glad the concussion grenade has been lowered. It's still going to be a powerful equipment, but at least it's a bit more level on the playing fields now, because it just lasts too long. But that's it for equipment and weapons. Not much really to say there. Not a lot of things will shock people. And now really the only other major changes are to the score streaks. The UAV has had its cost increased from 350 points to 425. I can see why they've done that, because it is generally quite easy to get them in this game. Like when you're playing big modes like this, they're usually up 24/7, because you get people who just run objectives. Like they'll run a flag, maybe get 2 kills, die, but they've got themselves a UAV for the team. I feel the UAV sweep is too slow. Like sometimes you'll see a red dot on your minimap, you're like, oh, he's over there, I'll go get him. But by the time you've got round there, he's like on the other side of the map. So I kind of wish they reduced that and added the cost increase, but oh well. And the only other thing that's had a little bit of a nerf is the lightning strike. They've had a 750 millisecond delay for it to be called in, or once it's called in. That's not going to make much of a difference because it really does just come in instantly, and with that time change it's still probably going to come in instantly. But yeah, that is it. That is the major patch news. There's other little things. There's other little things that have been out there that are not really that major. If you check the description and read the article for yourself, you'll probably find stuff that may interest you. But that's about it. At least they're improving this game. I'm still surprised they haven't really addressed any of the lag issues yet, but it's probably because it's such a big problem. But yeah, I feel happy about this patch, and I think it's time to end this commentary. So I hope you please rate, comment, subscribe. I've been Mr. Teagups, and I'll see you next time.